Hi everyone, my name is Rick Marrera and I welcome you to my channel and to my backyard. I'm here in Central Florida in St. Petersburg, and I keep this garden, and I've been here for about 12 years. So all these plants were planted by me, and I do this video vlog updating the garden every single week, and I mostly talk about Hoyas, orchids, and philodendrons. So if that's your kind of thing, please like and subscribe and sit back, and I hope you enjoy this video. And here I have four little leafed Hoyas that really do put on a show when they get a little sun stressed, and if you grow them under lights they can get some really nice foliage. This Hoya Walliniana here is getting a little bit of color because it's getting some sun in the morning, and when the weather gets a little cooler, these colors become more intense here in Florida. I don't know if that happens other parts of the country, but growing outdoors in the summer and the winter sun really does bring out the color in some of these Hoyas. So this is Hoya Walliniana. It's not the variegated one, but I just noticed it has a peduncle. And over here I have Hoya AH26, and this one gets really showy. This is not even getting any grow lights or anything. It gets maybe some filtered sun, but it gets some really nice color, and these colors can get like a red maroon color. It's really stunning. And some of these leaves get quite splashy as well, if that's your thing. So yeah, that is Hoya AH26, and there's apparently like 3 or 4 other Colinas that I'm familiar with, but this is the one that this variant goes in the trade as AH26. And over here I have Hoya AH73. As you can see, it's beginning to get a little red, but I brought it out to get some sun in the morning, and I'm hoping that in the winter it'll be completely red. So this is Hoya AH73. It's relatively small leaf Hoya. Some of the leaves can get 2 inches, but most of them stay under an inch, and they're really cute when they're all red. Here's one starting to turn there. So yeah, it'll be interesting to see, and I'll keep you guys updated on how these darken up in the winter. And let's see, here is Hoya Rosita, and this Hoya, it's been in the shade all summer long. But as you can see, I don't know if you can see on these leaves, they have a little bit of a dark edge, and if you put them in the sun, that dark edge is really intensified and really stands out, and it becomes a really gorgeous foliage plant. So yeah, these 4 are really cute if you like sun-stressed Hoyas, and if you like small leaf Hoyas. Good morning, Swiffer. How are you doing? Yeah, she's been really nice. She's been watching me all day. Those of you who don't know Swiffer, Swiffer is my cat. I found her across the street, a homeless cat, about 4 years, not even 4 years ago. But she was really thin, and she was probably about 5 months old, and I rescued her, and she turns out to be a really amazing cat. Some say that she is a Norwegian mountain or forest cat, and she's really furry, and she's the sweetest cat you would ever meet. Yeah, she's Swiffer. Everyone knows Swiffer. So this is Hoya Panchoy. It does sun stress really well. I have not sun stressed this Hoya at all. I've always grown in kind of shady area, but I'm going to try this winter. I'm going to bring it out into full sun and see what happens, and I'll give you guys an update on this Hoya. Yeah, the leaves are about no bigger than like a nickel. They get pretty succulent, so it's not a very difficult Hoya to grow, so if you forget to water it a couple weeks, it would be okay. And the flowers on this is so tiny. They're probably some of the tiniest flowers in the Hoya genus. So if you like tiny leaf Hoyas, this is one that you definitely should consider adding to your collection. And this is Hoya New Mulariotis, and it's pretty common out there. It's kind of easy to find, but I brought it out to show you guys because this is 2 cuttings I put in here at the beginning of the summer. And as you can see, it has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, probably 6 or 7 peduncles that are ready to bloom. As you can see, the flowers aren't that big, but they are extremely fragrant. And if you have this Hoya in the house, it'll make the whole room smell really nice. So, and it always blooms around this time of year here in Florida, and I think in most parts of the US it's a fall bloomer. So Hoya New Mulariotis is one that you really don't need to get it very big for it to bloom, so as you can see here. And this is Philodendron Esmeraldents. It's a native of Ecuador, and it's a relatively easy grower. I've had it for about a year, and it came in this original pot, and I haven't repotted. It was I bought it at Equigenera. And the beauty of these leaves is when they get a little bit more mature, they get to be really, really big, like think about 2 feet long, and they get really crinkly leaves. So it makes a really attractive foliage plant. And from the care, I find it very easy, and I do hear that it does not like to go below 60 degrees. So I'm going to keep it in the greenhouse over winter in the months of January and February here in Florida. And this Hoya was first introduced to the trade as Hoya emoena, and this emoena is IML 1210, and it has really veiny, glossy leaves. It's a really rapid grower if it has the right conditions. I kind of ignored this plant all summer. It was tucked in a corner somewhere, and I don't remember ever watering it or anything, but it seems to be doing okay. It looks pretty healthy. It just needs a little TLC, but you can see like the veining is really cool. And it's been reclassified as a Hoya verticillata. The flowers do resemble verticillata, and so if you like dark, veiny, shiny leaves, this is one of the Hoyas that you might want to consider getting. And over here I have Philodendron joepie. I think that's how you say it, a joepie. It is a really cool philodendron from French Guiana, and I believe it likes temps between 65 and above. It's a shade grower, and I think it was pretty much nearly extinct in the wild. It's relatively rare, and it's pretty pricey. So a plant like this could set you back about a couple of $1,000 at least. I got this as about a year ago with 2 leaves, and it's actually done better than I expected. I thought it was a finicky grower, but it seems to be doing pretty well, so I'm really happy with this plant. And now that I have quite a few AH Hoyas in my collection, I want to show you some of them. This is AH35, and as you can see, it gets really, I think in the sun it will get darker edge to the leaf. The leaves are really shiny. They kind of resemble Hoya Fuscomarginata, but they're a little more quilted. And on this leaf it can get pretty splashy, and I really like the new leaves where they're nice and shiny. And it's a really rampant grower. So this is Hoya AH35. This is Hoya AH73, the original tag there. And this Hoya is really cool looking. It gets really dark edge to it. Very easy, fast grower, and the leaves can get pretty big on this. So if you like an easy, fast growing Hoya, the AH hybrids are really stunning and pretty easy to grow. And this is another AH, and you can see, and these are grown in shades. So if you bring them out into a little more sun or grow lights, they could get a lot more interesting. So this is AH247, I believe. Yep, AH247. I don't know what ate that, but yeah, it's a really easy Hoya as well, and the leaves get pretty interesting. I haven't flowered most of them, but looking forward to doing that. And Philodendron gigas. I got this about 4 or 5 months ago as 1 or 2 node plant, and it seems to be doing pretty well. And looking into a Google search, I found out that these leaves get quite large, and they will really look nice on a pole or climbing up the tree. So I have to find a nice spot for it. It seems to be growing rather well. I really like how silky the leaves are, and from what I've seen on the internet, these leaves can get, you know, over a foot long. So I'm really excited to see this one grow up. And this is Begonia brevi ramosa. It's really quite stunning. It gets really purple leaves against the green, really striking. But I did learn a lesson here in Florida in the summertime. Growing begonias is a challenge, and they struggle. So in the wintertime they do really well, and these leaves get really big. But as you can see, if you look at my other videos, these leaves are half the size of what they were in last winter. So I'm really hoping to get a decent winter with temperatures from usually 55 to 75 degrees here in St. Petersburg, Florida. So some of these begonias will definitely come back to their prime, hopefully. So I'll keep you up on the begonias, so keep watching my channel. And this is Bulbaphyllum thiourum. I really like it. It kind of reminds me of a tassel. Really unusual, which are kind of common of the this orchid variety, Bulbaphyllum. They put out very unusual flowers, and this one is pretty gorgeous. And I was surprised to see it bloom, because it's usually blooms in the winter into spring, but I'm not complaining. It's always a attention grabber, so I really like to see it in bloom. Bulbaphyllum thiourum. And that's going to be it for today. I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you like and subscribe, and please come back. I usually post a video every Sunday, and if you hit the notification button, you'll know when I uploaded. Sometimes it takes a few hours to upload, sometimes it uploads in half hour. I can't figure it out, but yeah, so please like and subscribe. I just became monetized, and apparently I'll be making maybe $3 a week doing this channel, so please help out. Thank you.